So what's going on, y'all? It's me back again today with another YouTube video. And if you are new here, my name is Navoy. I'm actually an online trainer and I'm from Florida, but I've been living in Germany the past about 7 years. So if you're looking for your online coaching, if you're trying to gain some muscle, lose some weight, go on ahead, check me out on NavoyVincentFitness.com. If you're tired of the other online coaches dancing in your videos, go on ahead and check me out. We can get you right. But the topic of today, guys, is going to be why the rise of invisible men, or why are there so many men today who are invisible. Now, guys, this is basically kind of going into the whole theory of the 80-20 rule. How basically it's almost like only a small percentage of men get all the attention from whether it be women or just people in general. Now, guys, the reason this is, or at least my theory behind this, is specifically because a lot of men today, they just don't want to put in the work. The issue that I have, especially with the world, you kind of taught from a young age that you're special, that you're different, and blah, blah, blah. But it's almost in a way that's almost entitled. Guys, you as a man, you're going to have to earn your wealth. And that's going to be through either becoming great or at least being different than others. And what do I mean by this? Now, for example, with me, I like to work out. Obviously, you can see that I work out a lot. I don't put a lot into the gym for external validation. Me personally, I put a lot into the gym because it's what I love to do. Guys, you got to find a passion that you have in life and really put a lot into it. If you want to do pottery art, go on ahead and be the best pottery artist that you possibly can be and learn how to monetize that, or at least turn that into your passion. Or most people, for example, let's double back to working out. Guys, most guys, man, they ain't taking care of themselves. They're not watching what they eat. You can't get away with eating all that BS all the time. You can't be eating McDonald's and all this other nonsense all the time. Unless you're like some super good looking dude, you're going to have to kind of work to make yourself be different. And this is why a lot of guys, they don't do this, because it takes work. Most people are very lazy, and most importantly, most people don't want to admit that they need to change something about themselves to become what it is that they need to be. It's going to take work, guys. I've been working out damn near 10 years now. I want to say 11 years. I started in 2012, I think. So it took me a really, really long time to really get into the gym and figure things out. And even with another case, I can speak another language. I had to learn how to speak German. So it took me a lot of work. I had to do Rosetta Stone. I had to take classes. It was a lot of work, but I was investing in myself. Guys, if you want to not be invisible with people, you're going to have to invest in yourself. You're going to have to sacrifice and put in the time and put in the work to make yourself the best version of yourself as possible. I say this time and time again. If you're going ahead and watch any of my videos, I'm constantly harping on this, guys. You really got to make sure that you make yourself the best version of yourself as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of lacking. And a lot of people, they kind of have that anxious attachment style, or at least the real negative worldview, where they always look at other people as being better than them, or they focus on this one thing that this other person has better than them, and it causes them to kind of destroy their own self-esteem. Guys, you can't control all your insecurities. There's going to be certain things about yourself that you can't control, but what you do, or at least what you can control, is the things that are certain attributes that you can change that'll help you feel better about yourself, but more importantly, obviously get attention in terms of the themes of this video. Now, the best example of this is just working out. Guys, if you just lose a little bit of weight, 9 times out of 10, you're not ugly, you're just kind of fat. We hold a lot of water and fat in our faces. So, for example, if I'm bulking, I always can tell my face, I start to lose the aesthetic of it. But right now, for example, you can kind of see my jawline but through my beard. But that's specifically because I'm not overweight. I lost a bunch of fat on this cut. Guys, if you just lost some fat, you would look a lot better than what you are. Or get your fashion right. I used to have this issue. I was always rocking gym clothes wherever I went. Guys, sometimes you're going to have to switch it up. Go on ahead and put some nice clothes on. Wear a nice shirt. Wear some nice dress pants. Wear some nice dress shoes, a nice belt. It's going to make you look more official. We can't be running around. It's 2023, guys. Y'all can't be running around here looking a hot mess. The way that you present yourself to the world is how people are going to perceive you. If you're running around looking like a bum, or at least a dusty, people are going to assume that you're a dusty. And I can always tell, for example, when I leave my office, when I'm walking through the city, you can see how people react to me. They kind of react, okay, this dude's wearing a nice suit, he's in good shape, he's clearly got something going on. Versus the days when I leave the gym where I'm rocking like the hoochie daddy shorts and the oversized, people are like, yeah, he's in good shape, but he's just probably some gym bro, some meathead. And this is all the perception based off just a simple item of clothing. And this is something that you can control, guys. And some of y'all, oh, it's not fair that I have to do this or I have to do that. Guys, life ain't fair. It ain't fair that I started losing my hair when I was like 22, 23. Or it ain't fair that I'm not like, 6'3" or 6'4". I'm only 5'10" on a good day. Guys, that's just the way it is. There's nothing that you can do. But what you can do is change the things that you can't control. It's not fair the fact that you go on social media and you see like a lot of women, they get a lot of attention just based off the way they look. Most guys, you can't do that. It is what it is. That's life, guys. There's nothing that you can do. There's gonna be certain things in life that you really can't control, and I keep repeating this over and over. Do what you can to fix, or at least the things that you can control, because by doing this, you're gonna more than likely solve certain issues that you have and overcome certain insecurities that you have that's keeping you invisible. More than likely you're invisible because you don't have the confidence to at least try to do things that you might fail at. And by doing this, and by specifically trying things that you can actually trying things or doing things that you can fail at, that you can build the confidence to slowly get good at it. And once you're good at that and you build up your self-esteem, and not only just your self-esteem, the way you look, the way you dress, your financial situation, you're no longer going to be invisible. I promise you. I've done it myself. I'm living proof, guys. I used to be really invisible. I was a nerd. I was always on the game when no females checking for me. Now, sometimes, they check. I leveled up, but most importantly, they have good taste. So yeah, that's all I got to say to you guys. Like I said before, I understand, man, sometimes it's hard for some of you young dudes, you feel invisible. It's normal. I remember feeling that when I was 18, 19, but that lit a fire under my ass so that one day I can level myself up, work on myself, make myself the best version of myself, so I won't have to feel that feeling ever again. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. As we always say here, guys, make sure to control the negative, focus on the positive. It's your boy, Navoy, repping Navoy Fitness. I'm out.